Mason Bradley. Hugh Evans tosses. And this time it's Finley. They lost to the Bulls in the '98 finals in a Game 6 here. Underneath, Russell, Marshall with a follow. And Utah takes the lead. Malone has left the court, gone to the locker room. Nash comes out to Nowitzki. Dirk gets it away. Oh, yeah. Nowitzki with a three to put Dallas on.
Remember it because of what he made the pass to Nash after the Utah score.
They never call that. Here's Manning. Stockton, a bullet pass under to Polonese, wide. Howard has it. He's got Manning on him. Howard with 10 to shoot. Shot clock at 8. Wheeling baseline is Polonese, and he's called for an offensive foul.
From this ball game already.
Stockton. Little dance move, and it's cleared by Nowitzki.
Oh, you got to win. There's Stockton again coming in from behind. Time and time again, we've seen him do that.
Off to Polonese. Polonese again.
Make Malone run if he's hurting.
Nowitzki gets the shot away. Malone the rebound. Stockton up ahead to Marshall. He's got the jam.
Referring to, Mavericks had several possessions and did not score. There they
killed Utah 5 of 11. Series, Utah has it in play. The injury to Malone is a back problem that he first suffered in Game 4. Malone with a layup, and he tapped it in just like the first quarter the other night.
It really is, Jim. There are a lot of similarities.
Finley has picked it up. Takes the outside jumper. Michael Marshall. Outside shot for Malone. Rebound tip to Nash. The Mavericks come out looking for the lead.
This is what they have to do right here.
Juwan Howard foul. Manning ready to come on. Joe Forte checking on the team foul.
That's why they're scoring so many more points.
Stockton getting down the lane. Nice handoff and a... Wow, Polonese.
He's not been a good free throw shooter all year long.
He's sitting against Russell. Stockton a steal. Marshall. 10 to shoot. Marshall. Polonese against Nowitzki.
Got that little jump hook. You got to take that away from him. There it is.
Polonese got it up there. Oh. Utah playing through the foul and injury problem to Malone, and with Stockton also on the bench. Manning. And Isley. Bradley got in the way of a pass for Nowitzki, it looked like. Now Dirk off the drive, and a foul on Russell before the basket. But dirty pointer tonight.
Out alone.
Howard against Benoit. Yep. Jacques Vaughn, full head of steam. Vaughn dribbles it out, has it blocked by Isley. A two-point game.
And a hoop is needed.
They go to Howard. Malone not on him. Benoit had Marshall on him that time.
They switched up defensively. Utah had Daniel Marshall.
Karl Malone.
Probably.
Nowitzki guarded by Benoit.
I think the crowd has something to do with that sometimes, too.
Dirk works into the hoop. Has it. Starts off to Ostertag by Stockton. Here's Howard. Blocked from behind. Utah on the run. And a foul on Nowitzki, his third.
Has to pick up some of that offensive slack.
Malone in deep, nothing doing. And Booth a rebound ahead to Finley. Finley is beating the pack the other way for the jam.
And gets the finish.
Malone again.
And on that one, it looks like he's feeling better. Whatever was bothering him didn't appear to bother him nothing.
Howard comes out to Finley. They ran him off the three.
Michael, the escape dribble, move one side or the other, pull up and shoot.
Howard on Malone. Howard guarded by Ostertag. He wants him. Finley for three. Michael Finley has
on the bench. And that's just the way this team has been all year.
8 on the shot clock. Malone again. This time Howard on him tough. Ostertag on the tip. The most he has scored in any game in the series. Stockton rips it away from Howard. Ahead to Starks.
If you spin and then they run the second.
Howard takes up slack. Ostertag has it. Now it's Nash off penetration. Underneath to Howard. A beautiful. That's 11 points for Howard.
Dallas is looking for.
Malone again. Nash out there guarding Stockton. Stockton slips through, finds Starks. Underneath Ostertag. Bradley a block. And then Ostertag is Astrid out of points. So remember, they came in with 14 on the shot clock. Stockton goes all the way through. There's Russell on a three. They've dominated the Mavericks here in the Delta Center off the bench in all 3 games so far. Russell again. Biggest. Maxwell lost it off the dribble. Malone on the run out.
That's a foul on Bradley.
That's the call in that graphic.
Well, when he gets in the sort of one-on-one stuff.
In deep to Malone. 15 in games where after they've been less than a minute. Nicely gives it up to Nash. Finley fade away over Russell.
He made a tough shot.
They're about to lose that opportunity. Malone over Bradley. And a look. So Donyell Marshall. Marshall and Russell leaves it with Malone. Karl Malone guarded by Bradley. Stockton off the cut. They've got 2.
Might shoot the penalty a little bit earlier.
Underneath Nowitzki. Nope, but a foul
for the dribble.
You get the contest. But here in the playoffs, the 3 games have been their worst. Russell gets a 2 for Bradley. Nowitzki has it guarded by Russell. Polonese comes over. Nash off penetration under to Howard. 4 left in the 3rd.
Been lively. They can capitalize on that.
And it's Nash brings it up. Nash all the way through along the base. Dirk for 3. There you go. Dirk Nowitzki with Stockton out on Nowitzki. He's got a long way to go to post him. And a blocking foul. That foul was on Polonese for the 3rd. 13 to shoot. Nash hounded by Russell.
That's Russell again deflecting the ball.
Nash going through again along the base. Underneath to Howard. He got the
dribble and try and shoot.
Leans on Bradley. Karl Malone takes his time. The 2nd free throw.
I think that's helping Utah. I think you have to push that ball into the front court even after a score.
Finley with 8 to shoot. The fadeaway over Marshall. The shot clock at 10. Marshall against Nowitzki.
Nowitzki's got to be so careful.
Stockton underneath his Polonese. Halfway through the 3rd. Finley with 10 to shoot. He's got Stockton on him. Finley continues. Russell looking for Malone.
I'm surprised Utah's not going to Donyell Marshall against Nowitzki with 4 fouls.
Malone gets the shot up on Bradley. Tipped in. Underneath.
Malone is.
I showed you that graphic in the first half. Malone playing 5:02 for the 3rd. Finley off the attack. Leaves it with Howard.
Good recovery by Utah.
Tough shot here by Finley. Oh, man. Malone from the outside. Rimming, no. Marshall went over the...
When the end of the game rolls around by double
digits. Malone. Russell comes up shooting. Just got it over this possession. Finley takes the three. Michael Finley with it. Nice scoop pass broken up by the Mavericks. Here they come on the move. Finley. Outside shot for Nash. Missed for three. Nowitzki the rebound. Loose ball foul called on Dirk Nowitzki. His fifth.
Stockton draw the fourth foul on Nowitzki and starts to. The frustrated Dallas Maverick team right now.
Reach in fast. Have lost concentration because they've been upset with the officials. And it's happening again.
Yeah, it really is. It's happening right now for sure. Right or wrong, you got to get off.
After the Mavericks had it down to 8 seconds left in the quarter. Finley against Crotty.
Defensively, the Mavericks, they may try to stay in that. The only thing, but that's why they've got him there, so that he can go in that fourth period.
10 to shoot. Russell got rid of it to Starks. A big hit there. Stockton at the scorer's table, ready to come back for the Jazz. Howard takes up slack, hits the shot. Evans made the call. That's what I thought. It was on the other player. Stockton, who came on, gets the open shot from the foul line.
That's a big part of his reputation.
Dirk Nowitzki playing with 5 fouls. Backs in on Russell. Off to Booth. And Booth tried to lay it up.
The free throw. And Dallas.
Avoid the double team. Russell fakes past Nowitzki. Brian White.
I'll tell you, Sloan would like not to play Malone if he could keep him out of there.
Nowitzki in deep. Yep. Dirkman's wanted to walk on Finley. Nash off to Howard again. Nash tries out a three. There it is. There's the three you're looking. Finley around a Nowitzki screen.
He got a good look. He got a good look.
The rebound to Booth. The Mavericks get another crack. Finley for three this time. Hook it. And Dallas has cut it to 6 at 75-69.
How about that?
For the Mavericks. Underneath Booth, a block. Loose ball to Nash. Here come the Mavs. Nash off the drive. Working on Stockton. Comes back to Nowitzki.
Oh, he can get a shot over the top of Stockton.
But he's got to go a long way on the dribble. And Nowitzki again. 75-71. A 4 into Howard.
Yes, he did.
Here's Stockton going to Manning.
Clever inside.
Booth another block. And strips the ball from him.
3 big plays by Calvin Booth.
Dirk Nowitzki cross court to Finley. Finley off the drive, attacking. And the Mavs have cut it to 2.
Absolutely amazing.
Marshall. I think Russell passed on a shot. Here's Marshall against Nowitzki.
Good play.
Dirk played him well. And Malone would tend to shoot. Finley against Marshall. Booth the rebound. Lost it underneath. Down low, Howard trying to dig it out and does. Finley to Nowitzki for 3.
He got in a hurry a little bit.
Howard gets that rebound. Every rebound going to the Mavs. Nash with a 3 ball on the way. It's in. Steve Nash brings the Mavericks to within 1.
Please, you got a chance. Utah with a 22nd timeout.
Finley. Now Howard has picked him up. Finley guarding Malone down on the post. He'll need help there.
Yes.
With 5 to shoot.
Oh.
With a long one.
You'd like to see him not get quite so deep into that shot clock where they have to rush the shot.
There's an early look. It's a 3 for Nash. The Mavericks have pulled even.
Amen, brother. Amen, brother.
Steve Pointer.
Absolutely. Ooh, Nash almost got a piece of that ball.
Russell over the top. It's Malone for the layup, putting Utah. 12 to shoot for Stockton. He's got Malone in deep, guarded by Howard. Malone missed it by Russell. Nash with Stockton all over him. Nash comes back to Finley, 4 to shoot. Again, they're deep into the clock. Finley does get it away for 3. And the Mavericks. Definitely a 2, we're told. Marshall underneath, blocked by Booth. A foul called.
Went away, gave Finley some room.
Marshall missing 15 for regulation. Marshall again. Utah with it.
If you can.
10 to shoot. Finley against Stockton. Finley underneath to Howard, and a foul puts Howard up 10 points. We got a one. Marshall has it. Stockton with 12 to shoot. Stockton off to Malone. 4 on the shot clock. Cross court deflected by Booth.
Calvin
Finley
Booth.
the steal.
Booth with a defensive play.
Nash up ahead to Nowitzki. Dirk and the layup. Blocked by Malone.
Oh my, oh my.
1:18 left in regulation. Utah nursing a 1-point lead.
Stockton wants to get to the free throw line.
And he will on the next foul. The Mavericks will be over the limit. 6 on the shot clock. Marshall with 3 to shoot. Now it's Manning. 1 to shoot. Manning squirts it off. Nope. Nash the ball. 1 minute left. Steve Nash to Finley. A long 3. Rimming no, and cleared by Russell and Malone. 48 seconds left in regulation.
That's the way they had played throughout the year. Finley let it go.
10 on the shot clock. 38 on the game clock. Malone in deep, gets the shot up, rimming, no, Nowitzki has it, 30 seconds left. Nelly wants him to push the ball and get a look.
He doesn't want to give Utah a chance to set that half-court defense up by taking a timeout.
They have now the shot clock at 14, 6 difference. Finley guarded by Stockton. 9 on the shot clock. Finley backs him down, the double team has arrived. Finley off to Booth underneath, he lays it in. The Mavericks have taken the lead.
Calvin Booth! Oh! As they like to call him, Booth.
Calvin Booth with the first field goal off the bench tonight for Dallas.
100 shot and get to the board. Make them make a shot. Don't help them.
Stockton has it.
Get to him.
Russell with a 3 on the way. Rimming, no. Rebound Stockton. Off to Malone. There's the game winner. No, the Mavericks win.
Absolutely unbelievable. The Mavericks have won, folks. Down 17. Down 17. Jerry Sloan trying to get to Don Nelson. Gets to Del Harris. I mean, that's just unreal. That speaks for itself. I can't